But there's things, there are things that have happened to me in my life that I just thought, I will never forgive this person. I will never. Now, I don't want to have those feelings anymore, because it's a prison and it's poison to not be able to forgive and to live in a state of like holding a grudge or hating someone or wanting them to suffer. It's like a kind of poison. It's like a kind of cancer. That's why it's important to find a way to forgive even people that you perceive as your biggest enemies. For a really long time, it was my brother, who died recently, because I think the hardest ones are the people that you feel like you're the closest to. They're your greatest ally, and they turn on you. The people that hurt you the most are the people that you love the most. And when life doesn't go the way that you expected it to go, that you suddenly, that this pain is unbearable, and that you think what's going to save you is to think vengeful thoughts or to never forgive. Like that's going to give you some kind of power, magical power. It doesn't. It just weighs you down and eats away at you and is poisonous. So having to forgive my brother, knowing that I had to forgive my brother, was, it's like your ego dances around it. Like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to calling him up or talking to him or being his friend or helping him. But eventually I did. And I know I'm being mysterious. If someone you love deeply betrays you and does something that shows that they have no consciousness in that moment that they made that choice to do that, it's a bitter pill for me to swallow. I can't speak for everyone, but I imagine that lots of people feel this way.
I'd agree.
For my brother, I didn't speak to him for years and years, and it was him being ill, and reaching out to me and saying, "I need your help," and me having that moment, like, am I going to help my enemy?
That's how it felt.
Yeah. And I just did. And I ended up, and I felt so relieved. And it was such a load off my back, such a weight that was removed, baggage that I could put down, to finally be able to be in a room with him and holding his hand, even if he was dying, and saying, I love you and I forgive you. That was really important. And that was another thing that I realized when I woke up in the hospital. Forgiveness, that word came to my mind. Like, I have to forgive people, because I was there. I was almost there on the other side. And I had a conscious moment, and my mother appeared to me and she said, "Do you want to come with me?" And I said, "No." My assistant was in the room with me, but I was still unconscious, but she heard me say no. And then when I did eventually wake up, I realized that the no was about me needing to forgive and make good with people that I still held grudges against. So, and interestingly, I wrote a song about him. I'm working on new music, and I wrote a song called Fragile, which is about my brother. And then I wrote another song, and this is, again, just channeling. It's called Forgive Yourself. But the repeating phrase, the chorus of the song is, if you can't forgive me, forgive yourself, which is something we all have to do. We have to forgive others, but we also have to forgive ourselves and stop beating up on ourselves about choices we've made in the past that haven't worked out for ourselves or other people.